Movement is everything. Welcome to another new video. My name is Björn Friedrich and today I'm here after a long break to share with you some very interesting concept. And maybe, as some of you know, the last months I'm only focusing on gi training, but while focusing on the gi training, I found some things that you can use no-gi also. You can say the gi taught me some ideas that you can use for no-gi. And today I will show you some little movement, but you will see it makes a world of difference in your game. And yeah, let's start. Before you make fun of her, this is actually the gi of my son. He's 6 years old. So if you make fun of her, think about it. Which 45-year-old mom can wear the gi of her 6-year-old son? So don't make fun of her. She earned it, you know. So let's start with the technique. And it comes from back on shoulder. You know, here, and usually, for my whole life in Jiu-Jitsu, you know, I was taught and I was doing it this way. I always went to the side. So when I choke her, you know, I'm going to the side, you see? And then I go for the choke, you know, or if I go to the weak side, you know, the same. I go here, and then I start moving my submission. That's what I was taught. That's how I was teaching it. However, while I was training in the gi and I was practicing the bow and arrow choke, you know, I was realizing that it is better to turn and choke, you know. And this turn changed my way of doing the choke no-gi. So look at this. Usually, I was taught, and maybe you was taught, you go here. We go both, chest to chest, we go to the side. And when you look at my arm here, it's very, I mean, I can crush her, but it's very hard to really come around her neck. She's small, it's easier, but it's, you know, definitely there is some restriction here. If, instead of falling to my side, if I would change this way to this direction here, you see, and you see how easy I can get it here. When we fall down, you see my hand is much more here. You see, instead of, and it's easy to choke. And she's not putting weight on my body. You see, compare that here with hooks or with this going to the side. She's, you know, I mean, I can choke her, but definitely there's, look at my elbows. Going this, you see, look at my, look where my elbow is, you know. With her, it's easy because she's small, but, you know, with bigger guys, this makes a difference, you see, and I could choke her. The same is with, even more important, with the weak side, the so-called weak side. If I'm here, and I would go to the underhook side, you know, and I'm going to go here and, okay, if you're flexible, you know, you can start coming up, doing your stuff, possible, but look at this. If I'm here, and I'm not falling to the side, but I'm separating here, you see, and I'm going here, much easier, here, here, because instead of being here, and she's with her weight on my leg, and it's very, you know, she would be big, it's very hard to climb up. I am here, and from here, it's easy. You see, it's easy to come up here, or stay here, because my body is more or less free. You see, while if I would go to the side, in a sense I'm trapped with her weight on my body. Same is here. If I would be here and I would go to the shoulders and I'm here, you know, easily I could bring that up. Because you see, I'm in a different spot if I want to do some stuff from here. But here, She's with her weight on my leg. Very tough to choke. I mean, you can do this with power, but not technically. Very hard to climb. Very hard to choke. Very hard to climb. You know, in this direction, easy to climb. And even so, here, even here, easier to choke. Instead of being you know, I could touch without crushing her throat. I could touch her shoulder, but I could not touch my own shoulder. By doing this way, easy, chin up, easy. Here, see? If my chest is straight to her back, I'm limited. If I'm 45 degree, like I would go with the bow and arrow, I'm here. Oh, easy, easy, because I'm here. Even if I would fall to the side and she would turn into me, you know, it's easy for me to move away, to control, to put up a triangle, because I'm away. Compare that with if she's now turning into me, it's much harder for me to climb. Much harder for me to climb. If she's strong, she would turn into me before I could do something here. Because she's trapping me. But without, again, move backward a little bit. But with this slight, it doesn't matter if you have the weak side here or the strong side, you don't go to the side. You create this position here. And now you're here. You know, from here, it's much easier. If she, you know, you are above her. If she won't turn into you, you see, you're much more in a much better position. She is not trapping you. You know, you can move up, away, but if she is here, let's say, here, if she's right here, lay down, and wing, you see, if she's here, very hard. I could feel her weight on my bicep, on my shoulder, and to get away from here, much more difficult. That's why whenever you do back control, and you can drill that, you know, instead of going, yeah, this chest to chest, practice it like this. You know, you're here, you turn, squeeze, climb up. You see? Easy drill. Sit up, just turn, you know, just work your movement of 1, 2, move your hip, and you have space. You have space to do whatever you want. This way? Yeah. Maybe if I would be flexible, but this way, no, I'm not moving. Not. She is with her weight on my leg. Here she's not. She's not. I'm gonna choke, same shit. Here. Here. See? Get ready to choke. Not here. Small detail, but important one if you want to finish your choke strong, or finish not just your choke, all submissions from that position. Personally, I think I was doing it without realizing it. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. But right now, after realizing it, I'm always focusing on getting the angle. So this is really a little nice detail I learned from the gi, and I will continue my journey in the gi. So I hope you like this video, and if you like the video, please subscribe, share, put your comments into the comment box below, and don't forget, movement is everything.